where there's sure to be droppings and honkings all over the field. We're here in Champaign, Illinois, Geese Memorial Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Washington Huskies and the Illinois Fighting Illini. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Illinois continues to improve under the guidance of Bret Bielema. Coming off a strong 9-4 season, they want to make even noise in the Big Ten this season. Bielema has shown he can build a great defense, and the Illini are looking for a better season this year. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Huskies offense will take the field first. And this sophomore wide receiver is a playmaker. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in, and we just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Throwing, Williams. Gets it out quickly. Snags it and he's open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Blasted as he lets it go.
Yeah, and you hear it all the time. Coaches talk about it. Don't throw across your body. Don't throw across your body. These guys nowadays, they do it more and more because they're more athletic and they can change their arm angles all the time. But right there, it was an incompletion. It was an interception. So you might get like a little bit of a yell from your coaches, but nothing too bad.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Washington sends out the punt team. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. So the Illinois Fighting Illini now go on offense, and they'll have it for the first time. There's Khalil Valentine. He has become a key piece of this offense. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the 2nd level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your 2nd level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in a phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Dropping back, it's Hauser.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. Cradles it at the 35. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Williams to throw. Got his man on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. Williams, here's the pressure. Out of the backfield, he's open. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The run inside. It's Valentine. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, it's Hauser. Got it. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this offense, man. Luke Altmaier was so good at the trigger. He was so good, man. He got the ball out. He got hit a bunch. Palmer, finding that next guy to take Illinois from a good team, and they've been a really good team the past couple years, to a great team. It's probably going to start at that spot.
Yeah, Hauser comes in from ECU, and he's expected to be the guy to help lead this team to the promised land. He's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too, based on what Altmaier was able to do. But this is a position they've been able to find success through the portal, and now Hauser's got to be the guy to get it done and take this team to the upper echelon of the Big Ten.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Valentine. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown the line. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. It's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Williams skips away from pressure. At the 35, he's got room. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Williams will pass. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got him in the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Inside the 40. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Throwing, Williams. Makes a catch. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
To the air on first down. It's complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Williams looking for a man. Bringing the heat. Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident, not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck in, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen, so that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
He has stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield, making something happen.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Running inside. It's Valentine. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you can tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
From the gun on 3rd down. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
And the Huskies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
From the gun, the running back has it. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant, physical trenches.
Williams got it.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And the Huskies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's Williams to throw. Fakes to grab. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And offensively, man, they just keep finding him time and time again, and he's making plays. And if I'm the defense, I got to do something different. Like, I got to put a safety over the top. I got to double cover him. I got to do something, because right now, this rhythm and this time...
Caught! And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. At the end of quarter one, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Fights off a defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run.
Number 95, set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They could make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. That's caught. It's Perry. Turning it on. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Could be an alley. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, and he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
Scanning the field is Hauser. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. On the ground with the counter. Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side, and then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
Offense is stopped. Will be returned on
Play action with Williams. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
The Huskies come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Give to the back. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
They're going to ride this running back. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Play fake, Williams. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
A lot of times when that ball's coming out, you can tell the offensive linemen want to get those defensive linemen's hands down. They want to hit them, engage on them. Great job by the defensive end, getting his hands up in the air and getting the deflection.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to be stopped a yard or two short of the 20. It'll bring up 4th down and decision time. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
Number 95, set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Caught in the backfield, it's Clement.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Valentine. Might have a chance. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Hauser. Quickly to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Perry. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
Going to the run, it's Valentine. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The play action fake. Makes a catch. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Motion from the wideout. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Big guy smells it. He will be stopped just inches away after the catch and run. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Illinois!
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Williams. Pulls it in with one hand. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what gets the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
They'll move the wide receiver. Williams will pass, using the quick game. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Williams on the play fake. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it down the field. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
That is a nice job by the defense in a sudden change type situation. The play before, you just gave up a big completion down the field. So you got to try to stop the bleeding right away up front. Your pass rush comes through for you and you create a negative play.
And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Play action with Williams. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Gives it on the option. He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's fourth down. Now the Illini calling a timeout there first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. It's good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Valentine.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Second down coming up. Tight end now in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. He's there to make the stop.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Hauser. Pressure coming, and it's a sack. When you face a blitz on 3rd and 1, there's a chance for a big play, but they didn't get rid of the football.
No, and you blitz because you're thinking, I got to stop the run. I got to make sure they don't get 1 yard. And the offense tries to sneak it in there, be a little bit tricky. The defense has none of it and gets a huge stop on 3rd down.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The run from the shotgun. Makes one man miss. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Pocket breaking down. Crosses the 40. Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Illinois uses its second timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls and fires complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Timeout taken here by the Illini, and that is their third. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Williams from the gun on third down. Under fire. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Hauser. Here's a heat. He's got him. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit, but they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. We've been treated to one special performance on the ground from both teams, gouging the opposing defenses for big chunks of yardage. Why throw it when you've got rushing attacks like these? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably...
Oh, he's got some space. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
Well, you're seeing the backup running back here early in the second half just absolutely go to work. And after that fumble by the starter early in the game, the coaching staff decided to give him a rest. They're now riding the hot hand and giving the backup an opportunity, David. And by all accounts, this guy has taken full advantage of it.
Fastest way to lose your job is to turn the football over. You put it on the deck, man, it's fair game. And he fumbled, and this is what I love about football, man. Stay ready, right? You got to get ready if you stay ready. And he stayed ready, he's getting his opportunities, and he's making the most of them.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking downfield, it's Hauser. Quick strike complete.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Looking to throw again. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Rushes on him. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
They'll run it. It's Valentine. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
As a quarterback, it's no fun playing against 3-4 defenses when they can get pass rushes from the interior of their defensive line. How can you complete throws against this defense if you can't step up into the pocket?
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Hauser. Floats it out in space. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
That's just a great job by the defense, winning early in the drive to set up a 3rd and long situation, and then they're just playing back. They're making sure they keep the football in front of them, they make the tackle, and they now set up 4th down.
Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. They put on the heat and they blocked it. He's going to scoop it up.
And they had been practicing this all week long. They saw something on film that made them think they could overload them on the right-hand side, and they were able to get back there to block that kick.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Williams fires quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Williams to the air again. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Play fake, Williams. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still